Hey, what's going on, YouTube? It's TerrenceRe. Um, we're gonna go over stock picks of the day. I think that's gonna be a regular occurring thing for me, and then I can go live whenever I see the setup. Because with the stock market, you kind of just got to be fluid. When you see it, then be able to jump on and do something. And so we're gonna talk about my stock picks of the day right after the buffer. So stick around. All right. This popped up. These stocks popped up on my scan. I created a little scan in the Thinkorswim platform. You can come up with your own ways of finding stocks. So I got a little scan I was messing around with today, and it gave me Rivian. We're gonna talk about Rivian. We'll talk about Moderna. We're gonna talk about EWJ, which is the ETF. I think for let's go ahead and pull it up. Japan. So iShares, Japan ETF. And if we look at this, if we're looking at this stock, let's take everything off. Let's look at it butt naked. We don't have anything on it. And so just looking at it right here, if I was just to, you could see that it's been down, from what is this, August 15th? It's down from, I say, 57 bucks, and it came down and hit a low of $50. So if we are looking at this, and just to see that we had a low right here that it respected, came up, we got a high, a low, a high, and then it took off to the bottom. And so off of this bottom, though, this low, we got a real big green candle yesterday, and we got a little small gap up today. So this one came up on my my scanner. Now this one I don't really, if I was going to do something in this one, this is maybe a good candidate for selling a put. Just depending on, obviously I want to know what the IV rank is. So, I will come back to the screen I was on. We got an IV rank of 36. Excuse me. So anything over 30 for me is game on for selling premium. So it wouldn't be a bad trade to sell a put. But for me, I like to sell a put into the down. I'd want to be selling that put into this fall. Right. I want to try to catch that knife. So when I looked at this one, I said, I shook this one off. Now I looked at Moderna. Moderna looked similar, but I'm actually still a little bearish on Moderna. I got divergence right here, right? So you got a high, you got another high, but right here you got divergence on the momentum oscillator down here at the bottom. So with momentum turning down, price still continuing to turn up. No pun intended. And then you get this down move. You got this bear flag right here. So if I took all of this off, like this right here would be a bear flag. So, let's make it big. So you got this down move, you got this pullback, and I got a fractal. So this will be a bear flag. Now if you're just selling a put into this retracement of this move, right? So you gotta just going back up into this, this would be basically this would be retracing this down move. The let's see. The awesome oscillator is still below the zero line, even though it's retracing. So you would be basically getting bullish in a retracement of a down move. So I didn't really want to do that. If I did, how I will play that, I would probably sell either a put or a put spread in this particular underline. Like I said, because I don't think it may retrace up into here, possible. Could go up into here and then roll back over and get you a continuation of the down move. It's possible. You got support right here to the left, right? So that's where the actual price action stop. So for me personally, excuse me, I don't want to I didn't like that. So I had one more left and that was Rivian. And this one was right down my alley. Like, I got it green, it's accelerating on the acceleration deceleration oscillator. So it's green, it's accelerating. The momentum oscillator is green, like it's getting ready to cross over. And I got a gap up. Right. So it got everything I'm looking for in this particular trade. And so then I had to find a way, like, now that I have my direction, right, how do I want to trade this? Looking at the IV rank, it's below 30. So which means I'm not gonna I could sell premium in it, but it may not get I like it to be over 30. So I can get paid off of, vol contraction and the direction maybe. However, I don't have that IV rank that I want. So I could still sell it, but for me, I rule selling out. So at this point, when you got IV rank this low, is it a candidate to buy the option? Right, you got a $36 stock. Where do you think it can go? Now I have projections of it going. It could go here, $47, or even out here around 60. And I think that could take some time. This is something I don't want to be in. So if we look at if we look at the option chain, which this is where would I be looking in the time frame to get there, right? So I'm I'm trained to go to the monthlies, which would be this is the front monthly, September, and this is October. And I want more than 8 days. So more than likely I come to October. Let's say I think it's gonna get to 40. Now, I'll say this. When I looked at this earlier, this option right here was right around like $170. So it's already increased since I put this trade on about $50. Um, so maybe I should have bought the option, but I didn't. Hindsight's 2020. I didn't know it was already up, you know, so maybe a couple bucks when I looked at it. So I didn't want to buy the option because you needed to move. You needed to move quickly, and it's possible that it will. So and once again, my channel is tailored for people with small accounts. I'm dealing with. So this is you're a beginner, beginning option trader, or day trader or swing trader, whatever you got maybe 5 grand and below in your account. You can even with 2 grand. So this particular, I didn't want to type a lot. Do 100 shares is probably gonna if you got a margin account, it'll probably be about $1,800. If you don't, just a cash account, it's gonna type about $3,600. But you could buy about 10 shares. You got a small account, buy about 10 shares, maybe even 20. About 10, top about $350. Um, I've got in right around like 34 something, right? And I'm looking to get out as soon as it takes out this high. You can see I got to take a limit order that sell 10 shares right here once it breaks this high. That'll give me a little $50 profit for a nice little quick trade. If I'm correct, right? And so and it don't tie up a lot of money. So you make about $50. Um, and that's that. I like the reason why I like this, like I said. Now I'm gonna take everything off, and I'm just gonna take everything. I'll look at it like this. Now, if I was looking at this, you could see that off of this low right here of $19 back in May, you can see Rivian jumped off of that level. So this level right here, the bulls came in and established like, hey, this is about as far as we want to see this fall. They found value down at this level. And you can see that every time, it comes back around, come down a little bit and we get a push higher. So with this gap today and this big green candle, I'm looking forward to take out this high, and then I want to be out. And also, I did come now, to be honest, I did come once I seen that, I want to know what's going on. Like, why is Rivian making this move? So what we can do, we can come over here. We'll come look at, and you can see um, on the Thinkorswim platform, it's going to show you. Let me close this up. And I'll leave that open. You're going to be able to see your portfolio digest. So the stocks that you had positions on, I had a position on in Netflix, and I closed out of it today. Well, one of the reasons why it was up, I don't know, it wasn't up a lot, 20, $30, but I didn't want to, I just went ahead and took profit off as I seen that it was coming down a little bit on the day. I ain't want to sit through no retracement or anything like that. So I just closed it out. And the only thing I have open now is Rivian. And you can see that the news on Rivian right here is Mercedes Rivian Inc. joint venture to make electric vans. So that's our catalyst. Now, you'll notice if you follow the channel and you follow me on here, or you see me maybe on Twitter tweeting some stuff out, I don't really pay too much attention to fundamentals as much. Like, this is a news event, so sometimes you get news and it'll give you the catalyst for the stock to jump and to move, and then it'll start like its impulse move, right? And for me, that that catalyst, this news, is giving us a reason to get in, and it's giving me that gap up and that breakout pattern that may be forming. It can go way past $40. Like, this could cause it to go, but how far I want to sit in, how long do I want to sit in it? So for me, this is just maybe like a day trade, maybe a swing trade, and that's it. And I got my take profit set. Now, you say, well, what if it go against you and you're wrong? Stay tuned, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and you'll get a chance to see, because I'll come on here and I'll work that out. Like, if it goes against me, then more than likely I'm just gonna sell like a call spread or something like that. But I'm not gonna close it out for a loss. There's no reason for it. That's why I bought the stock. That's the one main benefit of buying stock. Even if you're wrong, you can just hold the stock long enough till you're right. And as long as you don't have a large position, you won't get spoofed out of your trade. Like, if you come in here, let's say you got $5,000 in here, and you throw in 100 shares, right? And if it's a cash account, then that's 3,600 bucks out of your five gone. Like, so, are tied up until you close out the position. And once it starts to go against you, you watching it, it's down a buck, it's down $2. Now you're down $200, right? So, and depending on the size of your account, that's why I say that if you got 100 grand in the account, then you don't care. You do 100 shares and you just sit through it. It's only a loss, until you, right now it's just paper if you're behind. But once you close it out, then it's a loss. But it's easier when you trade small. Like, I don't think, like, that's the thing that kills, but not even regular traders, like retail, that's what kills. Like, you watch these hedge funds blowing up. It's like when you think you got a sure thing, and then you load the boat, and then you wrong. That's how you see people get margin call. That's how you see um hedge funds blow up. It's arrogance. And then negligence on their part, managing whoever money they're managing, or, you know, being too confident. I am really confident that this is going to go and hit my target. However, I don't know, but I'm cool if it doesn't. It's not even, I'm not going to lose sleep over $350 at all. And I'll sit through it. If it was to go back down to $20, I would just open other positions against this position. And I do have in my larger account, I do own Netflix, right? And so I did get long Netflix, and I'll talk about Netflix a little bit. This account, I don't have as much funds in it um, as my other one, my my long term portfolio that I manage. So let me turn this off so I don't get all of these alerts. All right. And so let's take a look at Netflix, and I'll show you Netflix. I think Netflix came up on my radar, I think yesterday. I don't know, maybe the day before, but I'll show you. I want to say something popped up on their news too. They got an upgrade. That's what happened with Netflix. Netflix was upgraded, and when it got upgraded, I think it was yesterday. It caused it moved a little bit. This was yesterday, so you had, I don't know, maybe a $10 move in Netflix, which really Netflix, it ain't a lot, or it don't look like a lot. But what you see right here is this up them br- it Netflix breaking out of this high right here back on July 20th. So if I go back to July 20th and I'm gonna draw a trend line across here, right? That's what Netflix broke out of this little trading range. If we come down here, we do something like this, right? So you got this little range right here where it was just bouncing around, and you got to move here, and it gapped up and then closed the gap. That's why you got this wick. And what I would do, I'm gonna highlight that just so it make it easier to see if you may be watching this video on the phone. You see what I do, right? So that right there would be my support. And you can see it pull back and then made another high. And so I could see Netflix, and you got this big gap right here. So I could see Netflix filling this gap. So I do and because it's a $226 account, I went and bought shares in another account that I have a little bit more funds in, and I'll sit through it. Right. But even for that particular account, I traded like um proportionate to that particular size of that account, like I did with Rivian in this one. So I do like Netflix to go take out this high. Be careful, it's a large stock, and Netflix can move really fast. So I would advise, you know, if to stay away from this size stock if you have like a small account, unless you're just gonna buy like one share. Yeah, you could buy a share, just buy one share for 226. You know, your stop got to be down here right below this low right here at what 169, and maybe a take profit at I don't know 266, right up there around 265, 260. So that's about I don't know 40, 31, 50. It's almost a 1-to-1. You could hold it if you want and try to get all of this move on the Fibonacci expansion up to around 315. I mean, I probably would take profit at 290 at right around 300, and then stop loss here, take profit here, and then kind of work it that way, right? Or you can come in here and sell a put spread or something like that. I think the IV percentile. Let's take a look at the IV percentile. I just hit the trade tab, come look at the option chain, and that's not what I want. We'll scroll down to the bottom. We can close this up. And if you come down here and look at the bottom, got a current IV percentile of 59%. It's right well within. So that means you're gonna get you can collect some juicy premium. And you could come in here maybe 43 days out. On Thinkorswim, hold the control key. Maybe sell the 32 Delta by the 29. So you selling the 210, buying the 205, pick up 167 in credit. So you're collecting almost a third of the width of the spread. It's a $5 wide spread. So, you're collecting about 167, right? Anywhere around 166, 160, somewhere around there. And there you go. You put it on and you sit through it and see what happens. You can get paid off of vol contraction or direction. The stock continues to go up, you can get paid that way as well. So with that being said, hey, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that bell notification so you'll know every time I'm going live, you'll be able to see it'll pop up because I'm coming with live action. And I shoot it live. I don't like doing recording videos and having to edit. Um, I'd rather do it live, especially with something like with the stock market. Because this is like going on as we speak. So for me to come on and do a video like afterwards, it ain't gonna help anybody. And also, unless I maybe will record, like if I do like a how-to video that doesn't have anything to do with time, then I may record that. But other than that, we're going live when I do it. So tomorrow I'll be talking about my weekly SPX trade. So right now I put one on last Friday. I don't know how what it's gonna look like. This is the SPX. I think I bought a bullish. Let's see if I can pull up my expected move indicator. See where we at. What did I put my let's go look and see because I should be, if that's the case, I should be right there at it. If I put it at that spot. Let me go look at this trade. I'm tripping. Nah, I got my short strike is at 40.80. I don't know how I put that in. I must have did it. I got it at 40.80. So I'm sitting up here. I needed to come up to this level. I need to go back and look at my last video to figure out exactly why I did 40.80. Because I should be see this is the expected move levels right here. And if you look at it, it's tagging this level. So if I had it right here 4,000, I must have put that on. I must have had to go back up and look and see. But anyway, so if you're looking at this right here, you can see what that level is, right? I may start doing these on Monday, like the Monday of the next week. 'Cause maybe that's what it is. I probably looked at. I know what I did. I came and then I probably came here and then went off of this level right here. So basically, if I was gonna do one for next week, so I will be going probably 8 days because tomorrow will be Friday, then it would be 7 days. So this is next Friday right here, the 16th, and it's saying plus or minus 110, right? So if I did that right now, then it would look different as opposed to me waiting until the indicator actually put the lines on the screen. And that's probably what I did. But that's okay. So I just needed tomorrow. I would need a big move tomorrow. I need about $80 to the upside. I doubt I get it, but I'll hold it and sit through it till tomorrow. And that'll be that. And I'll probably put another one on. I only paid, I think, $10 for it. $10 with the opportunity to win 500. So you keep putting them on every week, and eventually you get lucky and you catch one. And then that's all I'm looking to do. I'm looking to get lucky and hit one, like a lottery ticket, but with better odds. All right, guys. So that's gonna conclude stock picks of the day. Once again, go ahead, man. It don't cost you anything to hit that thumbs up down there at the bottom of the screen. You can hit the subscribe button. You can also share the video. That will help me out tremendously. Comment in the comment section some stuff you want to see me do. I can pretty much talk about anything got option related, market related. It don't matter what it is, futures, forex, complex option strategies, whatever it is. I can do it, and then I can put it up. And like I said, I ain't charging for it. Just wanna want you guys to hit that like button. That'll help me out a lot. So with that being said, I ain't gonna hold you too much longer. I'm out. Peace.